Here topless at a beach in Spain, and no, it's not a nudist beach. It's just a regular public beach. It's just the culture here. And here's why this is a big deal. So this took work. This is the real me. I've always been free, expressive, open. But my relationship with my body, when you're only used to being naked during sex, you perceive your body as something usable for sex, and that's all. But this is a body that carries a vessel of God. This is the body that can regenerate, can heal and restore itself. This is a body that never turns on itself, but instead responds to everything you feed it. And so as I reflect, if there's an option for me to live freer, to give my body a little more freedom, I'm going to take it. I'm going to choose that option every time. One, because it's me genuinely being myself. And two, it's overcoming a fear. It's overcoming an old idea of of my identity. This is my identity. This is me remembering that, wait, I'm so much more than who I used to be and how I used to perceive my body. And so this is me, and I'm so comfortable. I'm sitting at the shore, breasts out, picking seashells. Like, this is who I am. And it's who I've always been. I just had to come here to remember. And seeing all the other women do it and just to be so comfortable within themselves inspired me to remember to do the same thing. So, yeah, guys, cheers. There's so much more to life than what you know now. You just have to choose it every time.
Shalom. This is Brother Samak. Before I do anything, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostle and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that is scattered abroad. And with that, this is Brother Samak again, coming at you with another lesson. Lord will, this is edifying. So, this is our people, man. People are doing what these other nations be doing and just thinking that everything's okay, but they don't realize that they serve a higher power. She even said that she believes in a God, but it definitely doesn't believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, and that's the problem. So, our people need to come back, man, because they don't even realize certain things that they be doing is going to end up destroying them, man. Okay, I'm going to get some scriptures real quick, because here it is. You're here, you're naked. And she's saying this body, Lord and everything like that, which is true, right? Scriptures talk about ye are the temple of the Most High, but you got to realize that what you consume, what you do with your body, that all depends, again, what you do with your body. Like you got to really think about doing good to your body and doing that, out in the open, and it's not good. And nevertheless too, your body, in particular, you women, is for your husband. Okay? It's for your husband and your husband only, man. That's why the scriptures. Well, let me get it real quick. All right, so what's that? 2 Corinthians 11. Oh, no. It's 1 Corinthians 11. Yeah, I'll do this. It says, Salakia. There you go. It says, be ye followers, this is 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. Okay? So it says what? But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man. See that? So we know that the head of the woman is the man. Okay? So if you have a man and you out there, you're showing off your body, all this stuff like that, man, you going off, man. That body belongs to your man. Okay? It's sacred. It says, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. Okay? It says, every man every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. But every woman that prayeth and prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. So long story short, she better be covering up, man. Okay? It says, for if a woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man. See that? Is the man's glory. Okay, it's different things, man. Men and women are created different. They're not created equal. Okay, so get that out of your head. Okay, let me read that again. It says, for a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image image and glory of Yahweh. Right? It says, but the woman is the glory of the man. See that? It says, keeps going. This is Paul, man. Okay? Who you Christians always like to, so-called Christians like to run to, man. Okay, so I remember speaking with somebody in particular, pastor, you know what I mean, saying, you know, oh, men and women are equal, but it's like, but the Bible doesn't say that. You know, it says what? For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. See that? So you women were created for the man. Nothing else. Woman means servant. Okay? So if you don't understand that you ain't supposed to be out there sexualizing yourself and out there on a beach with your you know, like this, I can't even get it, but it's whatever. But yeah, like that lady, yeah, man, it's not good, you know. You're out there, and that's, again, you see that Esau be doing that, man. You know, and not only that too. You know, I remember watching a video or something like that, documentary or something, going into those Hamites, man, those so-called Africans, man. Okay, which we are not, man. They be doing that crazy stuff, man. You know, our women need to be covered, man. Okay. You're only supposed to be revealed to your husband. Okay, and sex is sacred, man. You ain't supposed to be out there in the open doing, you know, no, man. You keep your business private, man. Okay? It says, for this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord, right? Okay, they come in two. Okay, so here it is, that goes hand in hand with No, that cuts also the whole thing of, oh, I don't need a man, or men that think we don't need women, because we need both, man. But all in all, the brothers say it all the time through the elders, apostle, the great millstone on down. We technically don't need the so-called, hear me out when I say this, we do not need the Israelite woman to bring back Israel, because we can use the other nation. You women can't use the other nation, because why? How do you destroy a nation? You kill off the men and leave the women, because it goes off of the house of your father. Okay, according to Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. Okay, so we technically don't need the Israelite woman. Okay, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American woman, man. Okay, to bring back Israel, we can do it on our own when it comes to these other nations. But it says, for as the woman is of the man, even so the man also by the woman be all things of the Most High Yahweh. Judge not yourselves, is it comely that a woman pray unto the Most High uncovered? Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? And that's true, man. It says, even if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering. Right, exactly. And this is another thing too. If you look it up, covering your head, right, your hair and everything like that is actually a benefit. Okay, that's why you see these Ishmaelite women, they covering their head and their hair beautiful, man. And I guarantee if you start covering your head, it's gonna be beautiful too, man. Our women just don't like to be natural anymore. No, nothing, man. And it shows that natural. We like that natural hair, man. Even when the so-called black woman had them afros and everything like that, man, it was beautiful, man. But now it's just all messed up now, man. All these tracks and lace fronts, and it's crazy, man. When I found out what a lace front was, man, I was devastated. But because everybody has a lace front now, man. But yeah, covering your head, man. But I was gonna say, yeah, Paul, and people have a problem with Paul when he said, as far as a man having long hair. You got to really think about it, man, because back then in Greek customs at Greek times, man, you realize the Greeks had long hair. The scriptures talk about learn not the ways of the heathen, so we really shouldn't be following after that, man. That's a feminine thing, man. You look like a woman. That's confusion, man. I seen that plenty of times, man. You guy walking long hair in the back side, he looks like a woman. It's disgusting, man. This is the times that we're living in. It says, but if any man seem to be contentious, we have no such custom. See that? Neither the churches of the Most High. See? We don't have those customs, man. That's what Paul was getting into. We ain't supposed to be doing that, man, because that's not of us. That's the heathen. The same thing with all this stuff that's going on, especially with this woman naked on the beach and even celebrating these pagan holidays, and women not covering, and women wearing pants and all this stuff. That's not of us. That's not our customs, man. So we got to come back to our heritage. Scriptures talk about we will discontinue from our heritage. All right? We got to come back to it. Okay? It says, now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not that ye come together not for the better, but for the worse. For it says, for first of all, when ye come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I partly believe it. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. That's pretty much the point. But yeah, man, these women out here, man, they don't care, man. You know, and then who knows? She probably got a man too, but it's probably not acting like that, man. If she do, I feel bad for that man. That man need to set her straight or what. But hey, our men nowadays are soft, man. You know, they allow their women to walk all over them, to do what they want and everything like that, man. And that's not good, man. You know. Real quick, this is what's that? 1 Corinthians 4, or is it 5? We'll see. Or is it 3? Oh, that's Ephesians. No. I'm looking for Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 4. Oh no, this isn't either. Or is it? I'm just gonna look this up real quick. There it is. 3. Oh, yeah. All I gotta do is go. Oh, that's crazy. It was 3. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the temple of the Most High dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. Okay? So, all in all, you gotta realize, man, that you are the temple. The Lord you are the temple of the Most High. So you shouldn't really be defiling your temple and doing. And another thing too, she was marking her body. She had marks on her body and everything. You know, that's not good, man. The scriptures talk about not marking your flesh, man. You know. So yeah, you shouldn't be doing that, man. Let me see what it says. Keep going. It says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. Right, man? Because, hey, the scriptures talk about we are fools for Yahweh sake, man. Okay? We're, here it is. The scriptures talk about that, the Most High chosen the foolish things to confound the things that are wise in this world. Because here it is. Again, let me see that again. It says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, because this world is foolish, man. You think you wise? You got another thing coming. Because when we first come in this, we gotta let go of everything. And that's also going into, again, you starting over, right? You're being as a newborn babe. It says, let him become a fool that he may be wise. So you're starting over in a way. It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. See that? For it is written, he that taketh the wise in his own craftiness, it's like he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And so here it is again. This world is foolishness, man. This world is foolishness to the Most High, and you see it. You know, when you first started in this, man, you realize that all the things that you were taught is bull crap, man. You know, all these lies that you've been told, man, is bull crap, man. Okay. It says, and again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. It says, therefore let no man glory in men, for all things are yours. That's pretty much the point. But yeah, the temple, man. The temple of the Most High, man. You are the temple. Okay? You gotta realize that whatever you do to your body is gonna it's either gonna be good for you or bad for you. Hey, I'll say this, you know, I'll say I'm on this diet and everything like that. I'm trying not to eat too many carbs. You know, you gotta watch out what you're eating. You know, that too, man, because if you consume the wrong things and continuously consume, you know, like things like, you gotta cut out things like soda and all that candy and all these different cakes, and it's a lot of sugar, man. And that's not good. It's not. And I'll say this. That's why you see, I've seen videos where these people, their skin is beautiful and they last longer. You know, they as far as like their age, they're probably like 70, 80 years old and look really good, and they said that they cut out the sugars. Okay? So, yeah. You got to watch out, man. Be healthy. Okay? But with that, I pray that you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. With that I say, Shalom.